Alright guys, we get a lot of questions about our pregnancy. This is going to be our 5th baby and we're really excited, and there's so many questions people ask when I put a little IG stories up on my Instagram for people to ask what questions they have about this pregnancy, and you guys ask so many fun questions, so let's get right into it. Alright, the first one is, how many weeks are you currently? I am 29 weeks pregnant. It's going by so fast. I can't believe there's only about 11 weeks or so, give or take, before we're gonna have another little baby. Are you ready?
Yeah. A little more hesitant this time, but yes, I'm ready. Our life is very full now, so I'm just trying to picture what it's like to be even more full.
If you want to know what it's like to have a 4th, just imagine you're drowning, and then someone hands you a baby. I haven't slept in 7 years.
It's interesting to picture that extra dynamic of like, okay, it feels so full right now, like what's it going to be like when a new baby arrives? But the kids are so excited, so I know it's going to be so fun.
How did you come to the decision to have a 5th baby? And did you get pregnant right away this time? Yes, you got pregnant right away, and we didn't really come to a decision to have another baby. We had always left it kind of open-ended. We weren't necessarily planning on having one at this time. I've always been a fan of saying we're taking it one baby at a time. We never really set a number, but this was definitely a surprise.
And we never expected us to have 5, I think. I think we always were like 3 or 4, like from the get-go. Even just from like college days, like if we had kids, it was probably like somewhere between 2 and 4. It wasn't even like on our radar that we would be having 5.
Well, we had never said like we're stopping at 4 for sure. We had never said that, but I think we both never really ever mentioned the number 5 or more. So it was definitely a surprise. With each baby, you've gotten pregnant earlier and earlier.
Yeah, it's gotten closer and closer. That's so true, because Elvis and Sandy are 3.5 years apart. Sandy and Scout are 3 years apart. Scout and Koufax are 2 years apart, and these two are going to be about 2 years apart, so about the same.
Mm-hmm.
And even though we didn't plan this last one, I will say that the last few months before I got pregnant, I started to say little snippets here and there where I'd be like, oh, maybe we should have a 5th one. Like, what if Scout would have a sister, or, you know, maybe one more, which is funny because right after I gave birth to my 4th, I was like, I am so done. Definitely don't want to have another one. Andrew, don't let me change your mind about having another one. And so I was like wanting him to get a vasectomy possibly, but he wasn't ready for that. And so I think neither of us, because then over time I started to like kind of change my mind about it. So neither of us were ready to close that chapter and close that door. But we feel like very confident this time that this is definitely the last one, which I think was the question in there.
Am I going to get a vasectomy? And yes, that's the plan. I don't really want to. Or not necessarily because I want to have more kids. I'm just not a big fan of medical procedures, especially involving areas of the body like that. And but I know it's pretty simple. I've already spoken with a doctor, but
and we have many friends who have already got them.
That's the plan. I haven't gotten one yet, but after the baby's born, I plan to go in and get that done.
I think we just get pregnant really easily, and it's just like someone saying, was it easy to get pregnant? Every time it's been, you know, for the ones that were planned, and then the last 2 that were not planned, but we weren't ready to close that chapter. So it's almost like it was just letting it happen when it happened, kind of. So, but we're like, definitely no more. And so unless there's like some miracle where his vasectomy doesn't work, which has happened. I know a couple people that's happened, so there's always the chance, but no. What I will say too, sorry, one more thing, is that it feels so meant to be and so right, because when I found out I was pregnant, like my true emotions were so excited about it. There wasn't any sense of just, oh no, I didn't want this, none of this. Like, so I knew in my heart of hearts that I really did want another one. Okay, next question. What was it like telling Andrew and the kids that I was pregnant? This is a good story. And I'm so sad I accidentally deleted the footage of when I told them that I was pregnant, but it's a pretty good story. We were on our way home from dinner, and I realized that I was a few days late because my friend who I was at her house for dinner as a family, we were all there, she was saying how she thought she was pregnant and she took a test and she wasn't pregnant. I'm like, oh yeah. Then as I'm driving home, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm 3 days late. And I'm never late. Like, I have a very on-time cycle. And so then I mentioned it to him, like, oh, babe, I think I'm pregnant. And he's like, no way are you pregnant. And he didn't think I was, because the last time when we didn't plan the pregnancy, I didn't realize I was pregnant for like 12 days after. I wasn't really paying attention to the cycle. I kept being like, oh, that's weird. I haven't started my cycle yet. But then as like it hit the 10, 11, 12 day mark, I started to, want to take a nap during the day. And so he was noticing, but didn't tell me that he was like, oh, I think Ellen might be pregnant. So he was very sure that I wasn't pregnant, but I was pretty sure that I was. Like, all of a sudden I just had this gut feeling that I was, since I'm never late. So the next morning when he was heading out to the gym, I said, go get me a pregnancy test. And he didn't even want to go get it, because he's like, you're not pregnant. Like, it's fine. I'm like, I am. I know that I am. Go get it. So he got it. When he came back, I was like, let's take the test together, because neither of us had ever done that before. Every time I had always taken the test and then showed it to him after. So this is the first time that he was there when I took the pregnancy test. And so he wasn't used to seeing what a pregnancy test looks like. And so when we went to go check it, it didn't have anything on it. It was like blank. And so he's like, see, look, you're not pregnant. But it also didn't show the window. It showed a blank window on the one that shows that the test actually worked. So if you've taken a pregnancy test before, then you know what I'm talking about. So I'm like, oh no, it's a faulty test. The test didn't work. I have to take another one. Like, no, you're not pregnant. So he went out to go do errands with the kids, and I waited a bit to take a test till I had to go to the bathroom again, till I had to go pee. And so I had done it by myself. Then when he got home, I walked outside as they're unloading the groceries. I'm like, guys, I have something to tell you. And I see his face, so he just knew. And it's like, in his heart, he's like, oh gosh. And then I sat them down and I told them, and all the kids were so excited. Andrew just stayed there like,
Yeah, Elvis knew when we pulled up in the car, because I think were you outside or something? I feel like you came out and he goes, hi guys, I have something to tell you. And Elvis just was like, you're pregnant.
He knew, because he's so observant, so he listens to all our conversations, and he already knew that we were kind of talking about it. So that's how he knew. And because this is not his first rodeo. He's done this before.
Yeah, he probably remembers all of them. Oh, maybe not Sandy.
Did you do a home birth for all 4 of your babies? And the answer is yes. This is going to be my 5th home birth, and I've had 4 wonderful home births. And I have a couple videos of my last 2 births up, my home birth videos. If you want to check them out, I'll put the link below for you. And I just love home birthing. I'm very thankful that I get to have home births. Do you have a feeling whether it's a boy or a girl?
I don't this time. With some of the other pregnancies, I definitely had strong feelings, like whether I wanted a certain thing or I just felt like I knew. With this one, I don't really have super strong feelings either way, and I don't even feel like taking a guess.
Yeah, I have no idea. I go back and forth. Some days I really feel like it's a girl. Some days I really feel like it's a boy. And at the end of the day, we're just going to be so excited for either. Because 4 boys would be so cool. And Scout being the one girl, and me and her get to be bestie girls, just the 2 of us with all the boys. But then also having a girl, for Scout to have a sister, would just be amazing too.
There was another question specifically about Scout and wanting a sister. It says, would love to know more about Scout wanting a sister and the expectations. Yes, Scout would love a sister. She's made that very clear from the beginning. Early on, it was like sister or else. But I feel like she's changed, over the last few months. I just keep saying it's a boy to her. And I feel like subconsciously that's kind of like made her think that it might be a boy.
Well, you're not saying it is a boy. You're like, it's
but I'll just
probably
refer
gonna be a boy.
to it as a boy a lot of times, or I'd be like, you're gonna be the only girl, you're gonna have 4 brothers, and I just say things like that, and she'll still be like, Dad, it could be a sister. So she knows there's a possibility. She's so excited. She just loves babies.
Yeah, she's super excited. She also has made little comments, because I'll say things like, how cool would it be if we had a boy? Then you and me get to be the only girls like in the whole family. We get to be best friends forever, just the 2 of us. And then she'll just give you the biggest hug. And she's like, yeah, that would be awesome. So she sees the exciting aspects to both sides for sure. And also just, we share things about how it really doesn't matter. And either way, we're going to love that baby so much. And a healthy baby is what matters, and you're really gonna love that baby no matter what. And so over time, she's like, yeah, okay, it doesn't matter. It's gonna be so exciting. But I think she, in her heart of hearts, still would like a girl. The next question is, what names do you have for baby? So we definitely have names in mind for a girl. We have pretty much agreed on a girl name, right? Is it pretty much agreed on, right?
Sure.
Yeah. For a boy, we just struggle with boy names. Like, it's harder for us to agree on a boy name. So we're still deciding, and we definitely have some ideas, but it's not like for sure yet.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about boy names and girl names. Boy names, I don't know if I care more about it, or we just have very different taste
Yeah, I think that's what it
and
is.
style on boy names. But yeah, the girl names, I'm not super concerned about it. I like it.
Good, and I'm obsessed. So, how do you feel? I feel really good. I love the way I feel when I'm pregnant, and I'm just so thankful that I feel so great. I know not everybody has that experience when they're pregnant, and yeah, just overall, I'm just really thankful that I feel really great, vibrant, healthy. I wake up feeling good. I sleep really well. I stay hydrated, and I just overall love the way that I feel.
Do you cloth diaper since birth? If so, do you buy newborn ones? Yes, we cloth diaper, and no, we don't use the newborn ones. Right?
Yeah, we do.
Oh,
I have like
maybe you should answer this question.
I have like 8 newborn diapers that I've just reused and also given to friends to use when they have a baby, and then they just give it back to me, and we just kind of rotate, like the sisterhood of the traveling cloth diapers, I guess, because you only need the newborn cloth diapers for such a short period of time.
Did Kovacs even use those? He was so big.
Barely. He was really big.
He was never in newborn clothes.
Yeah, he was over 9 pounds, so he only used the newborn diapers, I think, for like a week. And then after that, we just go to the regular size diapers, but it depends on every kid. So yeah, I think it's worth investing in 6 to 8 newborn cloth diapers. We just do it from the beginning. That being said, we aren't doing cloth diapers with Kofax now. He's just gotten to that age where we're like, we're about to have a new one. We just haven't been doing the cloth diapers for the last like few months, but we're going to be getting back on track with this new baby.
Let me get comfortable.
All set up here. It's different. I'm going to read it to you. All right. Does having many kids feel like you don't have enough time to know them each very well?
For the most part, no. I feel like I know them really well, and we get, special time with all of them. There's obviously moments where I realize, like, man, Kofax gets a lot less attention than Elvis did at this age. And as a result, it affects their personality a little bit more. Kofax is, more of an explorer and will walk super far away from us and not even think about us or even turn back. Whereas Elvis was a little kid, like, he never left our side and didn't know how to play by himself for a couple of years. So I notice little things like that just based on, parenting more children. You have less individual time for each, but we make it a priority to spend time with each of them individually. We go out on individual dates with them, each of us do. We take them out to dinner, or just go on an errand with one of them. Coach Elvis and Sandy's baseball team, so I take Sandy to practice, or I take Elvis to practice. I think setting aside time or one-on-one time with each of your kids helps to make up for that. But I feel like they still get lots of family time because they have so many brothers and then a sister that they entertain each other as well. But I feel like I know them well.
Yeah, I think that was perfectly said. So true. And he is so sweet. He takes them on half birthday dates. For each of their half birthdays, they get like a whole date with their dad, because that's what he grew up doing with his dad, and I just think that's so sweet. And I love to take my kids out on dinner dates, and we go to like dinner and get ice cream, and it's so fun. How do you not have any stretch marks on your belly? Please share some tips to avoid getting them. To be honest, I'm not going to be able to give a clear answer as to why that is. I don't think there's any real clear scientific reason why some women get stretch marks and other women don't. I will say that I stay very hydrated, and also I use this really awesome belly oil that I've used for all 5 of these pregnancies. It's called Mother's Special Blend. I'll show a little clip right here so you can see it. I get it at the health food store, and I use it very regularly after each shower, all around my legs and on my belly. But hydration, health, the belly oil, that's pretty much all that I do, but doing all that isn't necessarily going to prevent someone else from getting stretch marks. So I'm not going to claim or say it's like my lifestyle that's helped me not to have stretch marks. This is just my experience and what I've had. So yeah, I can't really give a super clear answer on that. And someone else asked what exercise I'm doing, if any. And for the first half of this pregnancy, I was still really easily able to do the dumbbells and weight training that I like to do. I like to do like body weight exercises combination with like slow weight training with like 10-pound to 20-pound dumbbells. And I was doing really well with that this pregnancy, whereas the last pregnancy, I only got through the first 10 weeks like that, or maybe even, I don't even know how long, not very long on the last one. But I think because I've been doing it for so much longer now that my body was really used to it, and so I felt really good doing that. But now I'm at this point in my pregnancy where it's just like a little more sensitive on like my lower back, and yeah, just taking a break from that. And so the best form of exercise that I've always loved with every pregnancy is walking, especially walking uphill to get like your heart rate going really well, or walking on sand so it's easy on your joints if you're in a place near sand, or swimming. But I'm gonna tell you guys, I am not doing very much exercise this pregnancy. I need to get my butt in gear. I just work a lot, and then when I'm not working, I don't want to like go drive somewhere to where it's like feels the best to walk uphill by myself or with friends, when I'd rather just spend time with the kids. So we could all just make that more priority where everyone come with me to the beach that has the hill, and we'll all walk up, or I can walk up the hill while we're out at the beach. We should do that more. But yeah, I really need to be getting my butt in gear. I haven't been working out as much this pregnancy as I have with the other.
Does your husband find your pregnancy body attractive? And any tips? I've found you attractive at every stage of life, from when you were a teenager until you were a mother of 5. And I really enjoy Ellen when she's pregnant.
I think
she's
you
beautiful.
Especially think I'm attractive when I'm pregnant.
I always think you're attractive, but I really enjoy you being pregnant. I'm really gonna miss
my pregnancy body.
Yeah, I just liked your natural curves, and yeah.
He likes the curves, and so yes, I'm very thankful that he finds me so attractive even while pregnant. I think this person in particular was saying that like she didn't have that experience, so like what tips do you have? And I don't know what tips other than just, I don't know, own your curves, and just that's just for me. I'm like, own the curves and wear those body hugging things if you feel comfortable. That's what I like to do. I love to like own my curves when I'm pregnant.
I like what I like.
I like what I like. All right, the next question is, do all your children want to be there for the birth?
Yeah, they all want to be there. They love it. I think having a home birth obviously makes that a lot easier, and being in your own home makes you feel more comfortable. I don't know if that's even possible at hospitals. We've never done one before, but they're all really, really excited, and they all love it. And seeing their faces when the baby comes out makes it even more special.
I know, it really does. And to have it captured on film, especially, I wish I filmed the first 2 for sure. Mm-hmm. And I had originally asked Sandy and Elvis, do you guys want to, because I already knew Scout for sure wanted to be there. I was like, do you guys want to be there for this next birth? And they're like, yeah, duh. Like, why are you even asking that? Do you have any cravings? My biggest pregnancy cravings with every pregnancy is fresh fruit. Hydrating fresh fruit, lots and lots of it. If I'm not eating a lot of fruit, I'm not happy. I love fresh fruit when I'm pregnant.
And juice, you love juice.
Juice, yeah, fresh fruit juice and coconut water. Anything really hydrating, that's the key. And then the other thing, which is not so hydrating, but hot and sour soup is like my #1 pregnancy craving. I grew up going to Chinese restaurants with my dad on a date, and we always got hot and sour soup. And I don't know, maybe it was something nostalgic like that, but when I'm pregnant, I just crave hot and sour soup. And there's this one vegan restaurant in Vegas called Chef Kenny's something. Chef Kenny's Vegan Chinese Cuisine or something like that, and they have the most amazing hot and sour soup, and we are going to Vegas in a few weeks, so definitely going to be getting a giant bowl of that.
What does 5 kids affect? Your vehicle, bedrooms, etc. So yes, we've come to a point where we're probably going to need a van. We have a 3rd row SUV now, so technically we have enough room for everybody in the car, but with 3 car seats, or 3.5, Cindy's still in a booster. An SUV is not the easiest way to get in and out of the vehicle. And then if we have the 3rd row up, then there's very little trunk space. So yes, I think we're finally gonna bite the bullet and get some sort of van. And we're gonna have to find one that Ellen approves of. And then bedrooms, yeah, we have 3 bedrooms in our home, obviously 5 children. We're gonna have to do some shuffling around here in the next couple years. A lot will depend on the gender of the baby. But we do have, we could add on or move around some stuff in the house to make it work, or add on or move. We're not really sure yet. We'll see as the baby gets older and as Kofax gets older as well. But for the immediate future, probably just the car is what we'll need to change.
Yeah, because baby sleeps in our room for the first year or two, so that works out fine. All right, so the last one we're going to answer, which is hard to narrow down because there's so many great ones. I might answer some extra ones on my Instagram stories if you want to check it out. But the last one is, do you plan to do anything differently with your 5th labor? And the only thing that I think that I'm gonna do differently is that I really would love to have a birth during the daytime or during natural light. And with the last pregnancy, when I was starting to go in labor, I totally felt like I could have just got my mind in gear earlier in the day, but I didn't really take notice because it was such a gentle feeling that I just kind of pushed those feelings to the side until it was starting to get late. And then I kind of really focus on it. So this time if I feel those sensations earlier in the day, I'm gonna just get myself in that space and get it going earlier.
That's what I was gonna say, but I don't really see it. Whatever you want. There's nothing I would change about any of your labors.
Yeah, they've all been amazing, and I'm gonna have my same midwife that I had last time, and we're gonna be in the same house. So sometimes I contemplate if it would be fun to just dabble with a labor or a birth that was not in the water, because all 4 of my births have been in the water. But it's just been so nice and seamless to be in the water and clean and easy. But I'm like, maybe it would be cool to have a birth on land. I don't know. Mix it up this time. What do you think?
Yeah, whatever you're feeling.
But overall, we are so excited, and thanks for joining us on this journey. Our last baby, confidently can say it this time.
Oh, I haven't had a vasectomy yet.
Right. Well,
Who knows, maybe we'll adopt.
Will we?
I don't know. Right?
I love that.
I don't know. We'll see where we're at. One baby at a time.
He doesn't like to say never, but I'm like, we're done. Life is we're good. We're full. The kids are so excited though, and we are so excited. I cannot wait to meet this baby, and we will see you next video.